Hey, welcome back to the channel. So, first of all, there, the studio lights about going. Okay, so we're going to be doing issue 14, stages 51 and 52. Now, I did a modification to this and I followed the instruction on myecto1.com a little bit. But I'm going to leave there the link at the bottom so you can go to the page, and if you're at this stage, you can go ahead and decide how you want to do it. Now, part of the instructions, let me go over to the other camera so we can see. I painted it, so I used, and they'll show you in the instruction, I used some markers to do the bronze at the top and on the side, use some black paint and use some green paint, and I got it pretty much good. I mean, but it's just hard. But what I mean is hard is little tiny parts, so. And we used the metallic Sharpies to do that. But one part of them, they wanted you to drill some holes for these hoses and do it different than the Eagle Moss instructions. Now, well, normally I would try something like that, but since Eagle Moss is going bust and we're waiting to hear back from the people at IXO, I don't know if I'm going to get this part again. So there's no way I'm going to drill holes in and break the part, and then I'll be out altogether. So that's where I'm at. So we're going to bring the part that we were building last time. I'm going to put it with the feet, with the seat facing away from us. And we're going to take this part here, and we're going to place it right behind here. And there's some, there's actually only one guiding pin right here that will go right there. So here's the pin, and that's about the only guiding pin we got. Now, we don't want to break it. Okay, now it went in there nicely. Now, we're going to be securing this with, forgot to show you figure A right over here. But let me just do that. I went a little ahead of myself. What's new? So I'm trying to get to the major instruction thing. This is where I went. You want to put the round parts here with the guiding hole. You want that facing down. This piece is going to go line up with it has a pin. The pin goes right in here, right there. A little pin at the bottom, and there's a pin there. So that sort of lines up. Okay, now once when that's lined up, I'm going to secure it with 2 BP screws. Now I went ahead and painted a whole bunch of these screws silver because I know I'm going to have to do that. And so we went ahead and already touched them up silver so that we wouldn't have to do that inside the part, because that might be a little nerve-wracking. Okay, and that's figure A of step 1, so that's done. Now we can come figure B. Well, following the instructions of the book, let me move this part. Figure B, again, we got a guiding hole here, and we got 2 holes right there. Now, here. Okay, with the solid piece facing towards the back of the part, that's what you're going to put it in. So it's going to look just like that, with the solid piece and the open end facing towards the right end. And again, these are 2 BP screws, and I went ahead and painted these too. Okay. Now we come back and put the other parts back here with this guiding hole. Right there, the guiding pin. It looks good painted like that. Now we're going to secure this with BP screws. All right, now this is where you pay attention, because you also got to do the holes next. So be 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here, 5, and then 6 over here. Now I went and painted one, of course, black. That's 1. We're going to put them in kind of so it's like a little, anything lopsided here. So we're going to put one over here. Okay. And we're going to then put one in the middle just to make sure it's fastening itself correctly. Okay. Okay. And one more right here. And then we're going to put our last one, which will be this one that's just left black. This is going on. We'll paint the side black. All right. So that was the BP screws over here. That was step 1. Now we're going to move to step 2. I went ahead, I'm going to go to the overhead camera. I went ahead and labeled these crazy hoses 5D, 51E, and 51F. D, E, and F. Because that's going to be important as we read the instructions. So you need to grab the 2 hoses from 51D. Here they are. Like I said, now, Ecto-1 had a little mod of how they wanted to do things. Nah, I decided I wasn't going to do it like that. Okay, now we got to seriously look at the hoses. Best we can while scratching my head over here. Because the directions aren't as crystal clear as one would hope. Okay. All right. I think I got it. So one of these is going to go right here, 51D in here. Supposedly you just push it down. Use the word supposedly. We're going to put these, we're going to start off with where they're going in these holes. Be gentle with all this because remember, we're not going to get any more parts. Break it. And yeah, well, they don't go as easy as they said they did, but I don't scratch it up either. One that don't go and go try the other. That is interesting. One side's smaller than the other. I don't know if that makes a difference. It did. Nope, it didn't. It just seemed that way. And I could put a little oil on there. That's good. That one fell. What I'm using is my little finger. Kind of press these things in there, but that doesn't seem to want to work either. Huh. You know what we're gonna have to do? You heard the sigh. It was a heck of a sigh. Have to take this crazy thing apart. Put the things in there like that. They just don't want to screw themselves in. I don't know. I don't want to break it. A little bit of work over here on this end. Now we're going to go ahead and see if by having it off, we can see if we can get it in. I don't know if I put a little oil. Whoa. It's supposed to just fit in with, fit in a little bit better than that. Let's see. Here. Let me get a little tray. I just dipped in a little oil and see if we can, maybe that'll help us get it in. I don't know. It's a shot. Whoever over there at Eagleball start putting these things in here was going to be easy. Wrong. I kind of get them started. When I did that, the all is helping. Just gotta take it down with it. There we go. Yeah, now it's snapped in. Oh, you just gotta take your time wiggling in there, but I guarantee you, there's no way we're gonna get that in there. We're gonna take it out. Now it's in. And we're just gonna follow the directions and get this one where it belongs. So this one's coming all the way over here, and it goes into the black piece over here, right over here on this end. So I can go ahead and say that we'll wait till we have to screw this back in, but we'll get these things in first. So we're back at this. We finally got these two 5Ds in here. Now we gotta figure a way to route it, and I've been studying it. So this little short one seems to, you look at the direction, they got the screw in the wrong spot. But it goes in this hole here. Looks like. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna put looking at it like this, the one furthest, which is this one, is going to wrap around, and it comes all the way over there, and it goes into the other one. This one, which is the closest one, it circles, and it goes into this little hole here. So that's what we're going to be aiming for, but it doesn't make a darn bit of sense. I'm sorry, it goes in the other hole. See, you can get these things wrong real quick. All right, it's going to go into this hole right here. The one that's closest. So this one here, I'm going to do it like that. So you can kind of see, I'm going to get this long one out the way. This one here, it's going to go into this hole right there. And it went in with no problem. And the one over there want to fight me like a... And you can kind of push it through the bottom over here and kind of pull it tight without scratching everything up. You gotta grab a pair of tweezers. Now we can, there we go, like that. Okay, then this one is all the way. Let's go ahead and bolt this thing down because I can see I'm getting ready to break something. It's going to probably be the video itself. And I don't want to. Put these screws back in. Okay, now we're back with this. And this one is going to go, they've got like 2 holes, 1, 2. This one goes straight to the last one right here. At least that's the way it looks. Right there onto that one. So I'll put a little oil on there. And again, looking at the holes, let's try to go to the side camera. You got 2 holes, 1, 2. This one goes straight into the second. Yeah. It shows the. Let's see. I'm gonna put it in the second one because the first one there's nowhere for it to and I don't see another one hooking up there. I'm gonna put it in the second one. Sorry, I'm out of camera view. They're not easy. So if you get to this stage, I'm telling you. There we go. Now I got to go through. And I'm trying to keep it nice and neat so I can figure out what the heck it is I'm doing. Alright, so there we go. Well, you would think that that would be it. No. Now we got 5E. No, I was about to say. There was 2 of them. I said I knew there was 2. One just got out the box. Okay. Alright, let's see where 5E is going to go. 5E goes in here. It comes all the way over here. It looks like to these holes. And go back to the overhead camera. I did forget to put the awl on it. You're going to need the awl with this. These things are really tough to get in there. If you don't watch it, you can break these little hoses, and I don't know where. On another one. A little bit higher, and it just doesn't want to go in at all. And I know if we push it too far, all right, looks like we finally got it in there. Whew, that was not easy. And E again comes all the way over here across, and it comes in. Whoa, we've got to put the all in again. Been nice if the geniuses would just made this just a little bit, you know, like a little black. The black is so hard to see. Oh, last thing I'm gonna do is find out I put in the wrong holes. Come right over here to these. The last two on this end. That's what it's showing me. 1, 2. So they go. Gonna take some time and some patience with this step. Had to go and get my fix my tweezers. I'm gonna have to actually put on the magnifying glass for this part. Okay, we got him in. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So to recap, these two are the E's. These two are the D's. Now we're moving to the F's. The F's start out, they're going to hang over here on this side, but there's two little holes here. That's where the F's going at. Now, one of the holes, this hole here, you can't push it through like we've been doing because it's doesn't go all the way through. So know that. Sorry for going all over the place, but let me tell you. Okay. They kind of have it like already where it bends for you. And now I'm going to try to secure these nice wires right here with the little twist ties. Now, Mike Lane's Mods has some twist ties you could buy. They're a little bit smaller than they give us with this big overgrown plug. But for the purpose of this, we're going to use these. And we're just going to try to keep it close to the edge as we can right here. And then let's say we put it right here. And that is that. This particular stage. Ooh. Let's take a look at the next stage. Now, 52. We'll be moving to 52 in another video. This one was long enough. Yeah, this one was completely long enough. We'll be moving for 52 in another video. Till next time, may the good news be yours.